A plane crashes in the Pacific Ocean. The only survivors are 5 men and a gorgeous woman. After a few days stranded at sea, they end up on a deserted island. They fail to get in contact with the outside world, so they know they have to spend the rest of their lives on this island. They quickly acquire the necessary skills to build houses and live off the land. All goes well, except for the fact that the men are constantly fighting over the lady. After several conflicts, they organize a meeting and conclude that there is only one way to solve this problem. Each of the men gets 1 day of the week to share with the woman, and on the weekends, she has some time for herself. This controversial arrangement works amazingly well for a couple of years. But then, on a tragic day, the woman dies. The first week after her death is hard for the men. In the second week, the frustrations really start to build up. In the third week, the situation becomes unbearable. So after 4 weeks, they finally decided to bury her. I received a phone call from a gorgeous ex-girlfriend who called out of the blue to see if I was still around. We lost track of time, chatting about the romantic times we enjoyed together. I was stunned. I couldn't believe it when she asked if I'd be interested in meeting up and living a little of that old magic again. So I responded, I don't know if I could keep pace with you now. I'm a bit older and a bit grayer and balder than when you last saw me. She just giggled and said, I am sure you would rise to the challenge. I said, yeah, just so long as you don't mind a waistline that's a few inches wider these days. Not to mention my total lack of muscle tone, and everything is sagging, my teeth are a bit yellowed, and I am developing jowls like a Great Dane. She laughed and said, stop being silly. I think gray-haired men are cute, and I am sure you're still a great lover. I said, it is great that you still want me for who I am. She giggled and said, don't worry, I've put on a few pounds myself. What? I said, fuck off, and I hung up the phone. 5 guys who grow up together move to different states after college. They agree to meet every 10 years in Florida to play golf and catch up. At age 32, they meet, play golf, and head for lunch. Where do you guys want to go? Hooters. Why Hooters? They have those servers with the nice racks, tight shorts, and the gorgeous legs. Perfect. At 42, they meet and play again. Where should we go for lunch? Hooters. Again, why? They have big screen TVs and side action on the games. At 52, they meet and play again. So, what about lunch? Let's go to Hooters. Why? The food is healthy and there's enough parking. At 62, they meet, and after a round of golf, one asks, where do you want to go? Hooters. Why? Wings are half price, and the food isn't too spicy. Good choice. 10 years later, after they play, one asks, where shall we go for lunch? Hooters. Why? They have handicapped parking spaces. Finally, they are 82, and they meet and play again. Where should we go for lunch? Hooters. Why? We've never been there before. A rich guy who is 72 years old goes golfing with his friends. He brings along the most gorgeous young blonde girl ever, who astounds all his friends. Full of pride, he introduces her to his friends. Well, guys, meet my new fiancée. And for the rest of the afternoon, the friends can't take their eyes off her beauty. His aged friends are jealous and want to learn his secret of getting such a beautiful girl to go out with him at this age. After the round of golf, the rich man goes up to the bar to order drinks for the group. One of his friends, whose wife recently passed away, accompanies him to the bar. After making sure that no one can hear, the friend quietly asks, what is your secret? I mean, how did you manage to hook up with such a beautiful young girl? You're in your 70s, and she must be at least 45 years younger than you. The rich man replied, I lied about my age. His friend said, it is obvious that you are very old. Did she believe you? Of course she did. His friend asked, how old did you say you were? I told her I was 92.